EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup, and we are all set to go, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd and 7 from the 20. Now it's Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. In motion left, Flowers. They'll fake the jet sweep. And now it's Jackson off play action. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Jackson. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. He works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical to be this easy.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now it's Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And I guess we're back to square one. A rocky start here. A turnover followed by a turnover.
Not exactly what we expected going into the game, but I always wonder about the nerves and people's emotions of the game. Sometimes it takes a little while for that to play out and for them to settle in. Let's hope that that's taken care of now.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Play action. It's Jackson. Under pressure, they got him again. Will Anderson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, what's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down. Tucker's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So after the run for a yard, here comes 2nd and 9 from the 26. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Stroud on 3rd down now. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. You look at this Baltimore defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. To throw is Jackson. That one is slant to McLaurin. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 45-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. And he fires one incomplete. The Ravens at 6-2 to start play. And they come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8 CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down. Jackson now. Flushed out right. Big strides. Look at him go. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, it's Jackson. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. And the Ravens are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Dobbins is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down. Dobbins once more. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
19 Lions.
Stroud now on second down. And his throw here is incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Play action. Here's Stroud. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. And this one is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking a little further down inside the 40. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. Jackson from the shotgun. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
On first down, here's Stroud. They set up the screen to Chubb. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Red 18, Pioneer. Go Street. Warrior 70.
Now Stroud. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so. But maybe because they held them, they might.
And this is caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His sixth touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Let's go now.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On second down, it's Stroud. That's out to Chubb, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
They'll send the tight end in motion left.
Come 19, come 19. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready?
Stroud will look to throw once more. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And out of bounds right around the 20. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
Pass to 11, pass to 11. 69, 69.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
Check. Trap 50, trap 60. 19 Lions.
The 2nd down throw now from Stroud. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Turner. And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break.
Stephanie with Lions. Hey, check that. Street.
Final play of the half. Stroud. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Nick Chubb with career touchdown number 75. And the Commanders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And we'll still have time for one play before the half as this will be fair caught and brought out to the 25. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
And again, it's Chubb. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. And they're going to speed things up here. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 1. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
70 Rangers.
3rd and 1. Stroud. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
That one into the hands of Flowers. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. Here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. There he goes, left side. Still going inside the 20. And he's going to get this all the way down to Washington's 17-yard line. 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And he will find his man on the outside. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And quickly they get to the line. Now it's Jackson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. Oh, they're changing this at the line. Fourth down. Here's Jackson. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is Connor. You're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn to...
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 34. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. Gets around him, and they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now Jackson on 1st down. He's got a man, it's his fullback. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Hold the check.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Third, drag him 60. Hustle. Go.
Stroud sets up the play action. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
Mustang 19. Check smash. Go, Riggs, go. Seven Pirates. Seven Pirates. Ready.
Stroud out of the gun here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11 from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
18 Rattlers. 18 Rattlers.
Here goes Stroud again. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
Panther 11. Panther 11. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
And Stroud now to throw. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
That one is slant to McLaurin. Still going inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 66 yards. And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Play action. Here's Stroud. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 18, 5 in.
2nd and 10. Stroud to throw yet again here. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Warriors 70. Buffalo 18. 79 Broncos.
On 1st down, here's Stroud. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
19. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. The but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Stroud now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. First throw now for the backup Carr. Throwing for Chubb, complete on the out route. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Into the red zone, it's Carr. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw, it's Carr. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. To throw is Carr. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Well, this likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Here's Carr to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
Now Carr, got to have this one. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start. But now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball. Getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Carr. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Now Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Now Carr shifting his guys around a bit. Carr to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's brought down. Here's 1st and goal. Chubb. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll try again with Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A higher scoring game, Charles.